Guy who crawls on walls and spins webs. We already have a guy who's the god of thunder and a fellow who's got green skin and he breaks through buildings up and so forth.
But since some viewers might not speak fluent Skrull, we'll use our Mighty Marvel language converter.
As a matter of fact, our sales have tripled in the past 3 years, which is quite a publishing phenomenon.
Slower, but still got 7.
No, you promised we were going to take this very serious.
Oh, hey, come on, I love this stuff for my use.
I mean, Mike.
Spidey's 30th birthday. What do you get Spider-Man for 30?
Them in countless horror movies, they usually referred to as the dead who walk. Now, what can they possibly have to do with Tony Stark or his armored alter ego, the invincible Iron Man?
Well, I have a good feeling about this. Yeah. Peter's the guy building it. I just follow along, you know.
What a great team. You got a great guy.
He's just terrific. I never would have done this. When my contract ended, he said, "Hey, Stan, now you're free. Let me build a company." If he could do it for me, imagine what he could do for you guys.
It's going to be the synergy.
200 to 300 fan letters every day, probably as much as the Beatles. I spend most of my time reading the mail and quite a lot of time answering it. During this time, I think I've learned a lot about what young people think. More importantly, I think I've learned a lot about what young people are.
Wouldn't want to change anything about me.
Gee, you're definitely not the same guy I've been writing about all these years.
My guest is somebody who is not only an old friend and associate, but one of the genuine talented movers and shakers of our business, Roy Thomas. So I figured, okay, if we have to do a team, that's fine, but we're going to do it differently than anybody else does it. So instead of a lot of good guys who always won at the end and they were brilliant and they were superior to the villains and they never did anything wrong, we came up with the Fantastic Four, who inevitably did something wrong.
Paid dividends down the line. A lot of people seem to be short-sighted on a lot of things. So,
how does it feel to know that someday in the future they'll talk of you as the man who popularized three-dimensional perspective webbing? I mean, boy, that's a distinctive trait. Nobody else will have anything like that.
Since moving to work at Marvel's production center in California, Lee has acquired a home with a pool, a pair of sunglasses we never saw him take off, and a position as an elder statesman with the folks back at the Marvel offices in New York. Stan still contributes to special issues.
And then another thing you might jot down, Jim. On page 13, he had his helmet on, and
Believers. I'm Stan Lee, co-author of How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way, and creator of Spider-Man, the Incredible Hulk, and a whole caboodle of other comic book characters that my legendary modesty prevents me from mentioning. Now, I'll be your host and guide as we journey together along the rambunctious road to comic book artistry, which is to say, it looks like we're stuck with each other for the next little while.
What is it that you're known for?
You got to be kidding.
I am, of course.
Well, originally I created Courageous Cat.
That was that animated show
an
you
animated
did, right?
cartoon. But I think when I was 18, I tripped across a character called Batman.
How do you pronounce it?
B-A-T-man. It was called Batman by Robert Kane. In 1939, when I was 3 years old, Stan. That's when I created the Batman. I'm now 42 on my good days. Anyway, Batman is my claim to infamy.
Yeah, I always thought it was the cat things to think about because you always want something different. I remembered we had a character called the Human Torch who was very popular, and he was a guy. I mean, it's an everyday occurrence. He could burst into flame and fly. So it occurred to me, why not do the opposite? So that was Iceman.
Hey, true believers, I'm Stan Lee, and I want to tell you about the most fantastic sweepstakes ever. How would you like to work with me for a day as editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics? Just enter the Kmart and Marvel Comics Watch and Win sweepstakes this May and June. Get your Watch and Win scratch-off game card at participating Kmart restaurants and win one of 18 million discounts on Kmart food and drinks, plus 2,500 other prizes. Just watch the Marvel Action Hour and answer my questions. Details at participating Kmart restaurants.
Boom! We are live. Welcome to another episode of StanUARY. I apologize if you're sick of this sketchbook challenge, but it's a challenge, and I gotta see it through. I gotta just keep going. I am like way behind. I'm so further behind than I even anticipated. Every time I look into what I have to draw, I get stressed out. And that's mostly because I'm not just doing single images. We're working on a do-it-yourself comic. We've done a lot of this live. Very little of it has been done off camera. And I don't know, like, I'm using a lot of this month too as a further experimentation on what exactly I can get away with on camera, meaning what's my bandwidth, I mean concentration, consistency, that sort of thing, not my internet bandwidth. But I feel like that kind of interrupts a little bit of the my day-to-day, because I think my broadcast could be a little bit better, and I do think it is my internet connection, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about bandwidth as of concentration and just focus and energy spent, and just using a lot of this opportunity to get better with drawing live, talking to all of you live, hanging out live, being consistent live, and just living that life of the illustrator while maintaining a 9 to 5. So Peter A. DeLuca here, another known as Pad, other known as the Eclectic One, the World Sketchbook Champion. But we're rocking and rolling, and I put out a tweet. I put out a tweet teasing I may do a stream tonight, or I may not. And I said, well, I'll make a announcement. And then, I got so excited when I decided to jump on. I completely forgot to announce it on Twitter. So if you do come in or find me from Twitter, I apologize in advance. But, but that's a part of it. You try and do it all. Mephisto has one of the simplest costumes in, like, when it comes to simplicity in costumes, it's got to be Mephisto, Daredevil, and Silver Surfer. Daredevil and Silver Surfer. Total excellence. What is happening? Total excellence. I ran into a huge crisis with my paper. So I have 0 paper now to do anything but comic book pages. And the Harry pen pages that I had in mind, which were my reduced size pages, they probably tomorrow. So just put the word out. We're probably going to do Harry pen sometime tomorrow. Okay. But yeah. But real quick, I should show off some of this stuff, right? Guys, it's been a very productive day. So here's the thing. You see how I'm experimenting with different printing processes. See how this Uzi Susie second printing. This is sold out, by the way. I do have some of these. These might be just bundled on the website for almost the same price, for the $20. Yeah. Dude, Uzi Susie is so much back on track. So this week, though, what may go to press this week is Uzi Susie issue 2, and then the Trial by Fire 1997, which is now called Prime. Trial by Fire Prime, which will be sent out as a special rewards for everyone that backed it. And then Trial by Fire is going to transfer into a black and white edition, fully realized, and then that'll make way for the color edition. So Trial by Fire is going to roll out in 3 separate stages, okay? But in the meantime, I will be mailing out Trial by Fire product. But here's this is a little bit of where we are, a little bit of my back and forth with Uzi Susie, and this is the size of the paper I want for Harry pen. Okay, just because I can work with this with a certain speed. But there, we have our cover here. We're just about there. my only back and forth is just like a couple. You can see I just have like a couple straight up pages. And then we're going to have the Glock Panther pinup, and then here's the final page of Uzi Susie 2, the first appearance of Kryborg, and he just like and then we have the Kryborg trading card in progress. So it's just a lot, okay? And then had a really good Seshi sesh. I wanted to do this live, but I had to just focus. But we got Trial by Fire Chapter 2, issue page 9, right here, page 9, because it says page 9. Yeah, so here we go. This is Pitbull getting completely shredded, and this is where we get a little bit of the idea of what Pitbull is really all about when it comes to his powers. He's not just a Hulk. I stress this so much. Just because a lot of people seem to like Pitbull. So anyway, so we got that. And then the other thing is AKAPAD.com. And this will go out in the newsletter. We'll have 2 free downloads, okay? PDFs on AKAPAD.com. And then in February, we will have the StanUARY Do-It-Yourself comic book available as a free download. Okay, so look, there's so much happening, but we're doing things in a very positive, fast way. Everything seems to be like rolling when it comes to printing, communicating things to my people, and finally shipping. Okay, and I got assistance when it comes to a shipping, which was a major. I can't wait to get the hot pink. Because you see, yes, hey, you're not only gonna get the hot pink, total excellence. You're gonna get the green with envy too. Green with envy, okay. And I'm gonna put these up. Look, so like basically, these are $25 per edition, okay? When it comes to the packages I sold on Etsy, the singles I'm valuing at 10 a piece, just because that's what everyone else seems to be doing. So we're rolling this into these packages, and you're getting 2 prints, okay? Print sold out first print, and the green with envy. So there you go. Yeah. So like, look. It's just a lot of stuff, but like I look back, and I just kind of always, like I try and correct what I think I'm doing wrong, and then it's like if you're behind on anything, and you have to like stream and do things, and look, you deal with the holidays, you get COVID, cats and dogs living together, all of this stuff, right? Like. That time can go away quickly, but I'll tell you one thing though: the level of work, like work-wise, what's coming out of me for everything I'm working on, god damn it, I'm so fucking excited. I'm legit excited. Like, and I do feel like a lot of this is the spillover from Dark Hero, because I really feel like when I was working on Dark Hero, title soon to change. Like I was able to unlock something with that project, and which is like also what led to my frustration. Because think about it, like think about it, right now, Dark Hero would be in like full campaign, and then part of my marketing ideas for Dark Hero was the eventual collapse of DC's use of the Man of Steel. So, and then we have videos dropping. The podcast too will be back rolling very soon. Just fucking endlessly awesome stuff. My boy Skull Diamond, I'm digging all of your updates, dude. I feel like every time you come on, I gotta say I love your updates. Skull Diamond, thank you so much for coming by. Love you, buddy. Cheers, everyone. This is my special elixir, creatine monohydrate, taurine, elderberry, a little bit of iced tea powder, and then we have a little bit of tang, and then we have, what else do we have? I said taurine, creatine monohydrate. I'm missing one of my powders. God damn it. But anyway, we got stuff. We're rocking and rolling. Yeah, and we're just drawing here. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to do another stream later tonight. And then, I'll have our boy Justin. Dude, Justin StanUARY, who is our co-creator of StanUARY. Jeez, man. Like, I understand what he does for, like, a job. But he's been doing these Facebook updates. And it's like, geez, man. Like, he's like this tow truck driver. Kind of like, it almost just seems like he's living in the movie. And every single night, he posts these most, like, horrific accidents. And it's just like, oh, like, geez, like, what the hell? But, hey, big shout out to Justin, our fucking co-creator, our boy, our brother in arms, our brother from another mother. Look, I wish he was on every single stream. I wish we were able to stream together. Looks like both of us we're going to be maybe like running over StanUARY time-wise. So, and here's the other thing too. If my paper cooperates, there actually may be a Harry Penn cast tonight as opposed to another StanUARY. Okay, so we're just going to just keep going, okay? We're just going to keep going. Keep pushing forward, okay? We're on day 17. It's Alexa, what's today's date?
Today is Tuesday, January 25th.
25th. God damn. It's like, motherfucker. Oh, this is the stress, though, that I do appreciate of a sketchbook challenge, though. Oh my God. I constantly spell Mephisto M-O. Oh my God. I keep doing it. I don't know why. It's Mephisto, not Mephisto. It sounds like it's mo money, mo money, mo money. I don't know why I keep doing that. It's like complete. I was doing that a little bit too with Mosaic. I kept fucking misspelling Mosaic. I even misspelled it for the stream scrolling banner. So here, yeah, I'm using my really thick lettering brush to kind of just get some of his throne here, like, in order. And I'm doing this because it's just kind of like reminds me of some like very cool illustrative properties with some contour strokes. Here we go. We got it though. Yeah, and look, I'm breaking the rules. I'm going to do for the first time. Not for the first time, right? We did it before. I guess I should use did I do anything other than a straight panel border before? I don't think I have. All right, for Mephisto, we're going to break the streak here. We're going to do like a jagged demon border here for all of our pieces. Cool. Yeah, we'll do the same here. So it's just like a chunkier, jagged border for the first time in the do-it-yourself comic. Just using the tip and the edge of the Pentel brush pen here to kind of push a little bit of, I don't know, like a jagged, interesting, rock-like border here. And we're doing that really to kind of just show off a little bit more of the character of Mephisto. See, I say Mephisto, and that's why I spell it wrong. It's the weirdest thing, but it's Mephisto. Right? And I did tease that we were going to maybe go all red with this. So we all know. Isn't it hilarious that everybody wanted Mephisto for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and his son is the one that has been in movies? Blackheart, right? Blackheart Marvel. Let's go. We're going to draw this the John Romita Jr. way, style, characterization, approach, or the Marvel vs. Capcom approach, right? Because there's really only one way to draw them. You can say what you want, but there's really only one way. Like I said, we're doing like a couple more like different techniques here. Just doing more like long strokes, more atmosphere strokes. And to really, like, we're really just simulating like brushwork. Like those old fantasy drawings that we all fucking love. But that's it, Yeah, it's just so surprising. Like literally a couple hours ago, not even 2 hours ago, I don't think. Like I put out a tweet. Can't do a stream tonight, guys. Like, can't do it. I'm too focused on TBF and Uzi Susie. And well, here we are. Just because I kept thinking about finishing like this, especially the Mephisto part here. Speaking of fixing, let's just white that out so we get that. Yeah, and then like we'll do this orange, yellow. Like can we do a whole page with this right here? What else do you need? Like maybe a little bit of the maroon. Like I don't know if we need anything else. This mixture, by the way, is horrible. Completely horrible. I didn't do a good job. I did not understand that assignment. Yeah, so come on. Like, do we have? It's funny how here we go. Blackheart right here, as only JR can render. We're gonna do like. Doing things a little bit different, Do some nice debris, nice speckles, just shit floating around. You know how we do it here. All right, everyone. My recent coloring of Moon Knight. Oh yeah, dude. That Moon Knight drawing you did, Itsuki, dude. I love the hand. The hand, like facing the camera, was so fucking awesome. Followed me on both social media accounts. He really liked my coloring work. Awesome, dude. I'm not sure if I follow Ken. What's Blackheart? So Blackheart is the son of Mephisto, and he was in the second Ghost Rider movie, just as like a human. But this is how John Romita Jr. drew him. Hearts of Darkness is a prestige format book that teams up Wolverine, Ghost Rider, and Punisher. They take him on. It's one of the best prestige formats that Marvel has ever put out. But yeah, we're just doing so here. Like kind of like the joke is like, oh, father of Blackheart, friend of Thanos, foe of Spider-Man. You have to appear in a MCU. And that's, like I try and do some like biographical info. When we kind of make up our pages here. Just try and make it a little bit informative. And the funny thing is that dude, like nothing from StanUARY is getting traction. Like when it comes to when I post my sketchbook flips should get a certain level of attention by now. And they usually do. Except if they're StanUARY. So go figure. Isn't that the like I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, and the John Romita take on this, it's one of the all-time best out of nowhere interpretations. It blew everyone away. I remember when that came out, and it was one of the when Stephen Platt drew Moon Knight, when McFarlane was working on Spider-Man. Like those are really the times where like character interpretations were like you were just like, what the hell? Like, where did this even come from? Like, what demon are these guys like worshiping to channel this stuff? Yeah, and that's what really good character takes are. Like the people who really take time and they just change the way you will forever look at a character. Yeah, and think about it too. Like someone's going to do that with popular ones now. Like someone else is going to come along and do a take on Deadpool that we just like we just can't imagine. And you're like, well, how? Like what's that going to be like? And it's, well, we all know that's why it's going to be awesome and shocking. But the John Romita Jr. Blackheart, like even here, I'm just not even doing it justice. I feel like I'm hacking it. But it's such a relief with just kind of like everything finally like coming the fuck together. The website, so much effort has gone into the website just to be able to like push more of like, I don't know, AKAPAD ideas out there and to kind of have a like a permanent resource almost. It's just like a lot of fun too, you know. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I had the countdown on today. I started like a little bit. You're talking about the Stan Lee. Yeah, I definitely had that one running today. But I was also drawing in frame too, so it was like drawing / countdown, but it didn't have any audio. And that's, I don't know. Like I said, I was just super. Like once I decided I was going to do it, I was just excited. I was like, let's fucking go. Like, let's do a fucking stream. Like, you motherfucker. That's the inner Peter voice, by the way. Let me refill this real quick. Mephisto. Right, I know. Mephisto to the MCU. Where is this? Where is this guy? The MCU is dropping the ball. Everyone, co-creator of the wonderful StanUARY. Let me preview real quick. One of the two videos dropping. One of them here. One video dropping will be the No Prize book, Stan Lee, and we will be talking about the Just Imagine with Jim Lee on top. Okay, Just Imagine Stan Lee. Okay, so we got some stuff happening. One of my local comic book store guys, he actually saw one of these on, one of these streams on Facebook, and we were chit-chatting, and he goes, dude, he's like, I'm happy to see you. I'm so glad you walked in. I have something for you. So I'm like, what you got? It's awesome stuff, dude. Guys, thank you so much, dude. All of the effort, I appreciate. Look, I was about to go get some quick water. Juke joint jumps on, and I lose my mind, and I'm back here working. So this red's about to go. I don't know if you guys can really see. Like, I can lay down the color, but I cannot use. And I know, actually, everyone, let me go find another red marker. I will be right back. And I'm going to get a quick drink. Everyone, hang tight. All right, and let's see here. Here we go. We have a second. So cheers, everyone. Cheers, everyone. We have a second. So that's another red. I think there's a burgundy. Is there a burgundy in here? I think so. No. See, that's a different color red. But hey, we got another box of those nice Crayolas. Sup, boys? Sup. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So some of these effects, I do not have like everything worked out for them. So we're just going to do our best to not to screw up all of the line work. And then what I'll do is I will hit this with some yellow and then see where I can kind of bring out more of the color with orange. So there's going to be a little bit of a back and forth. It's always risk reward when you do monochromatic with Crayola markers. Always. But yeah, so everything's rocking and rolling. And then Ithki, if you're still talking, if you're still here, dude, we do have business to do. Cause I mean, outside of, I know we keep talking about TBF, but you know, we got some Gator talk finally. What do we got here? What do we got? Sorry. So I did something to my phone, and all my text messages now. I guess I got to reset the notifications. Let's see here. Nope. Okay, nothing major. Always check the messages though to make sure they're not the something emergency level wise from the 9 to 5. All right, cool. Yeah, and I'm not going to go too crazy with the detail for the other pieces here. Like here, like, you know, we're going to do like a lot of gesture, like blurry area stuff. But see, like see what I mean about that orange? It just gets sucked up by that yellow. But it's like a nice gradation too. Like it does look pleasing. Like I said, like not everything always needs to be like perfect or even like symmetrical in the sense of coloring. And by that I mean like not everything always just needs to match all the time. You know, like that bit of spontaneity goes such a long way. Yeah, it really can develop a just not a piece, sometimes just like a single image. And why not? You know, like just go for it. All right, then we got some Mephisto right here. That's our boy. And we're gonna be hitting the Blackheart, Thanos, Spider-Man, one more Mephisto. So we've just been doing like a lot of like MCU puns, like MCU joke here, MCU reaction joke here, MCU here. I don't know. We just do MCU here. You know, give the people what they want. People want the MCU, so. And I guess I will have to just dig up a quick reference of Thanos. Just a quick one. Just so we have a little bit of an idea. Always gotta work on that Thanos chin because I messed up his lip shadow here. There's a couple of things off about this drawing now. I don't know what. Like maybe we'll just do like limited color for some of these guys. Stylistically, like like just make them maybe the three of them. So monochromatic with like single colors type stuff. By the way, I do not like this Thanos at all. I've only drawn Thanos a few times. It seems like every other time I draw him, I like him. So today I started listening to a lecture, just a random lecture for modern day electronics, like circuitry and like everything, just to kind of get a little bit of a knowledge bump. It's almost like I didn't visualize his like mouth well enough here. Yeah, that's why it's just not quite there. Just do some more out here. And Spider-Man, I kind of want it in a black background. Like all red though. But yeah, like I think we can like let's kind of do that because we'll use whiteout for the webbing and stuff. So I want you to do a black background for the Eternals to kind of pay homage a little bit to the Jay Lee Marvel Knights cover, issue 1. The Paul Jenkins. Really kind of like, I don't know, last time that Inhumans were actually good. Last time, potentially the only time. Which is frightening if you consider the length of that franchise and all the work that Marvel has done for it. And why is it every time I always have to look up Spider-Man? His costume. Why is that? Isn't that the funniest thing? No. Yeah, I like this. I like the quick gesture drawing for Spider-Man. So sue me. All right, now we gotta just do a quick comical Mephisto. So the next one up is the next one up is Gordon, and I usually I'm really good and quick when I have to sketch out the next page because ideas just come to me. WTF? I have to do some research on Gorgon, and I watched and listened to 3 episodes of the '90s Fantastic Four cartoon series, hoping they would have like some moments in there that I could emulate. Holy crap, he is tough. My only criticism is that Justin, like back to back, almost back to back in human characters. But hey, whatever. Yeah, and we're doing a very comedic looking Mephisto here on the bottom. Sorry, I just didn't like any of that line work. Like 0. Always working a little bit of comedy when it comes to StanUARY. Now I'm like, should I do like a little bit of brown up here for this top one? It's like, oh, I can't. I just can't stop sometimes. That's why you have your darker colors, just in case you mess up, the darker colors can save the day. All right, everyone. Little quick tonight. Still an hour. We got Gorgon next, right here from the Inhumans. I know you were waiting for him. Everyone, rock and roll. We'll get there. I promise. We will get there.